Hello everyone and welcome back to CookieRun Cookie Trials in CookieRunOvenBreak with Alzoy Galgon, and in this episode I'm going to show you how I finally managed to beat FlatTofuCookie's trial in the DiamondRank, aka the normal difficulty. And if you like this kind of content, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell so you won't miss out anything that I put on this channel. Everything is free, you don't need to pay, and by subscribing you make this channel grow and flourish even more, which makes me happy so I can create more contents for you to watch. So, FlatTofuCookie. Who's here thinking that this character is going to be a female? Well, at least it taught me. I know this cookie will be a guy, but at least it wasn't as bad as, let's say, AffoGatoCookie back in CookieRun Kingdom. And like everyone, including myself, thought that AffoGatoCookie is going to be a female cookie. So here is FlatTofuCookie skills. So he flies around and gathering these tofus, and the tofus will turn to points and we collect them. Well, more like they have their own separate magnet section and then it flies to FlatTofuCookie. I mean, does anyone felt that Devsisters really decided to make a brand new version of Team Cookie? I mean, the cookies is the same, they both guys, they also being a shaman, and also the pet's ability is to scare the obstacles away. Is it just me or I see some resemblance to it? Anyway, let's talk about the treasures that I'm using for this particular run. So on the right side is the giant super bean, on the middle one is the haunted snuggly bear, and last but not least, the most important treasure out of all of these three treasures is the red egg of resurrection. That's the treasure on the left side. So believe it or not, this is the very first run that I ever did on this particular cookie, and the game recommends me that I use these sets of treasures to get into the diamond rank. So I wanted to test it out and let's see how low spec that this cookie could possibly be in order to pass through the normal difficulty and get the diamond rank. So my cookie in this particular run is at level 9, while the pet is at level 8, and also the magic candy is at the maximum level, which is level 5. And I also boosted the magic candy with the ability to gain more points by collecting their jellies. And here we came up to the reason why Red Egg of Resurrection is really important, because the treasure resurrect the cookies, and this enough health should be enough to get us into the diamond rank and doing FlatTofuCookie's final skill. And there you go. This is the reason why we brought the Red Egg of Resurrection. And with that out of the way, now let's move on into the next part of this video, which is I'm going to conquer this trial once again, but this time I'm going to do it with everything maxed out. So then, here we are after I maximize the cookies level and the patch level into level 11. So I also changed the treasure set as well. So I changed the Red Egg of Resurrection into the newest treasure that was introduced in this update, and that is the Crimson Dragon Mask. That's the treasure on the right side. And last but not least, I replaced the Haunted Snuggly Bear with the Rambutan Handler Glove, because it turns out in this particular trial there are plenty of the red bear jellies that we can collect. And last but not least, let's talk about the place where this particular cookie trials take place. So this trial takes place in the Boiling Stock Village, which is one of the stages in Breakout. And when I played the Breakout mode for the very first time, I thought to myself, why is the music so silent? I don't know what happened during the editing of the music part, but to this day, I'm still quite struggling to actually hear the music because it's so silent. It wasn't until I have to max out the volume in my phone to actually be able to listen to the music. I mean, in every single cookie trial video that I made, the music is fine, it's actually quite loud even, to the point where if I have to speak like this, then I have to literally tone the music down to almost silent just to be able to listen to my own voice. So I don't know what in the world happened during the editing process of the music, but there you go. And with that out of the way, it is the end of the narration part in this particular video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you are entertained and learned something in this particular cookies trial. And in the next episode, I'm going to show you what it takes, for me at least, to finally beat this particular cookies trial on the hard difficulty, aka the rainbow rank. Look, I know that I promised a couple of videos earlier that I will make the trophy survival video, but this particular cookie trial came up and yeah. But don't worry though, the trophy survival video is currently in the editing process, and if I'm not mistaken, it's already halfway done. So yeah, once I beat this particular cookies trial in the hard difficulty, I will go straight into editing that particular video. And with that out of the way, thank you so much for watching. I'm also Galcon, signing it off, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care, stay safe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now, everyone.